Don't get her too excited now. No telling what she'll do.
Aloha and welcome back. I'm Panther and this is Bastion.
I see a thing.
Yeah. I'm not talking to him about the book. Got the shrine though. I turned that shit off because that was screwing me up. More than likely, things will still transpire the way they do.
The wild unknown. Place can eat a man alive. Place is so raw, even the calamity couldn't cook it. Not all of it. Know what's better than having a slinger pistol in a fight? Having two. Savage things lurking at every turn. Pincushions ain't the worst of it either. Kid's faster than a slinger with those guns.
I figured I would get that one eventually.
Pecker's got the core, like they're building a bastion of their own. The welcoming committee scrambles to attention. Didn't expect the kid so soon. They shouldn't have let their guard down. Getting that core was one thing. Getting out's gonna be another. He digs his way out of the clearing, but the wilds won't let him go without a fight. Wallflowers survive the calamity. Same goes for the kid. Best take it real slow when pincushions are afoot. Don't ever turn your back on the pincushion. Slinger Jawson's old outpost is all that's left of him. Kid sticks to his old standbys. A handful of windbag shipments made it out this far. Jawson's boys left all kinds of stuff out here. Then Kid gets the feeling he's being watched. Not by me, by a lunkhead. And lunkheads ain't fond of two-legged animals. The wilds already reclaimed this place. Sees a smooth black stone coughed up by the calamity. Be seeing plenty more. Leave it to the kid to make time for stomping swamp weeds. Wild green vine apples about the only good thing out here. He's anxious to get back.
Not really.
Gotta keep a sure foot out there.
Full health.
After all, he's got the final core. His journey's over, right? Well, no, it ain't. Not by a long shot. Kid knows something's up when we ain't there to give a warm welcome. See, Zolf and I were just wrapping up a heated discussion. Zolf can barely muster the words. The calamity failed, he says, but I will not. And with that, Zolf leaves us here, alone.
Is this sin?
When Zolf got through reading that journal, he just snapped. Started smashing up the monument till I tried to stop him. Zolf cursed the city, cursed the Bastion, cursed me, said he was going home. Zolf banged up the monument pretty bad. But there's a way to put her back together. The shards. We're gonna need all of them to nurse the Bastion back to health. The slingers, the wilds, what they're calling.
All right. Oh.
Hearty punch is so zesty, it'll let you carry on through the worst of times. The city brought the shards to the wilds. Now the kid's gonna bring them back.
Let's just get this one out of the way.
You have to think fast to survive the wilds, and none thought faster than the slingers. They could shoot their pistols with the speed of a machine. They knew just when to start shooting and when to stop. Those pistols could spit out rounds just as quick as you could pull the trigger. Learning to hold your fire could be its own challenge. I gotta say, kid's the fastest shot I ever seen.
Done.
He blew through slinger range like it was nothing. That thing wasn't always meant to be a weapon, but there's no denying it now.
Need one more piece.
The Armada sure could have used one of these back in the day. A pinch of fairy dust, and it's all set. To master the musket, you gotta get rid of the recoil.
One more.
After Zolf's little episode, Kid sets off in search of shards. First stop, Jawson Bog. You'll get lost in that bog, I told the kid, and I won't be able to guide you back. Well, I let him go. What else could I do? What could any of us do? Zolf put us in a real bind. Hurt the Bastion bad. But the shards can make it better. They're like smaller doses of the Core's medicine. Shame the only place to fill that prescription is out here in the wilds. This place is intoxicating. Don't know where he's gone. Might be gone for good for all I know. Wherever he is, it's somewhere I've never been. Somewhere I never want to go. The dead welcome him with open arms. Kid pops him good. That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a lonesome ghost of a gas fella. What do you say to a kid who's seen too much?
Just kind of curious if you could get another way out.
I'm Zolf of the Ura. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Now the kid sees something stranger still. Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds peckers, lunkheads, wallflowers, pincushions, vine apples, swamp weeds, ankle gators.
His subconscious is weird, but then again, under hallucinogenics, anybody's subconscious is weird.
farther into the wild unknown.
Nah.
Kid sets foot inside one of Ceylondia's famous watering holes. He has the nerve to flash the shield he stole. The security's just gonna have to straighten him out. Kid succeeds where the calamity failed. Would you look at what he did to poor old Rondi, the bartender? Proper story's supposed to start at the beginning. It's so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world's alright, snoozing there on a rock in the sky. He wakes up. I'm just fooling. He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. He sees what's left of Pith, the bull. The gods, they're all undone. He sees what's left of his lifelong friend. His friend, he's come undone too. He sees what's left undone.
Rest.
Near lost my train of thought just thinking about that place. The shard ain't lost either. Not anymore. Now to find a ticket out of this hole. Disgusting things.
Did they ever name those things?
Ever heard of a lung blossom? It's bigger than the stories say. They say one whiff of lung blossom can make you lose your mind.
Go up.
Mother only knows what happened in the bog. Kid never much cared to speak of it.
No, I don't want a serious challenge from you.
A shard is like a poor man's core, but beggars can't be choosers. That's it. A few more shards like that, and we'll be back in business. A single shard can breathe new life into this place.
I already, most everything?
The shard's got enough juice to spruce up any of these places.
I think this one.
We need an awful big lost and found under the circumstances.
Jesus. Huh? Oh, okay. Ooh. There we are. Ooh. You.
Finders keepers.
You. And you. When doing the memories, the turret is really good, but 3 okay. Rockets seek out foes. Damage fields. Maybe that one. I think that one. I'm not sure if I want to have the seek out, because when I'm doing ranged attacks, I just carp the area anyway.
The city tried to use the shards to stake out the wilds. So much for that plan.
We got time for one more. Sorry for the Texan.
Ankle gators used to roam the wilds, and they nested at Rothus Lagoon. Many a tale folks used to scare their children straight originated here.
That I like.
All kinds of beasts what don't know up from down, still lurking about.
Yep.
Only the city's brushers knew their way around the lagoon. These beasts, they don't like company. Even the brushers learned to fear this place. They used to think that ankle gators were extinct. Well, they ain't. One of them's been living in the tall grass. They called her Queen Anne. Turns out Queen Anne got a hold of a shard. Ankle gators love shiny things. The lagoon's got plenty of other dangers, of course. Know what smells worse than an ankle gator's breath? A stinkweed. Ain't time for pecker hunting, but the kid can't resist. Can't get hasty in a place like this. Can't fight Queen Anne without the proper tools. The brushers use their pikes to keep their distance around here. Now the kid can do the same. Most of those peckers are smart enough to stay out of Queen Anne's way. Sharp sticks make Queen Anne nervous, so she backs off a bit.
Oops. Okay, mushroom.
Those pin cushions have been living off the ankle gator scraps. Queen Anne can't fit down some of these narrow paths.
Go away. Go away. There we go.
Queenie leads the kid into some kind of twisted trap. He holds his ground. Seems the Queen's running out of options. One bad step in that tall grass and he's Queen Anne's lunch. Still no sign of the shard. The closer you get to an ankle gator's lair, the thicker the tall grass grows. Kid's gotta make a run for it. That old gator's right on his tail. Bad idea to walk in gator grass. Queenie must have scared a bunch of peckers out of hiding.
I do like that they also trigger Queen Anne.
Seems even stinkweeds know to stay away from the Queen.
They're plants.
Ankle gators don't much care for their young. That's why there ain't many around. Wanna know how to find an ankle gator lair? You use a kid as bait.
You didn't say.
Now she's coming for him. She's got nowhere else to go. The shard's sitting in plain view. She's starting to get annoyed.
Oh, right.
And now he's made her mad.
Oh, man.
Rest in peace, Queen Anne. That was for the brushes.
That's a confusing collection of words. Rest in peace, as in, like, you mourn her death. That's for the Thresher, as if you don't want her alive. What?
He's got it, and he's home free.
Sort of. Get out of the way. Get out of the way.
Kid's done what needed to be done. Queen Anne's reign is over. We even got a crown jewel.
Alright. I will catch you all in the next episode. Until then, have fun, be safe, and aloha.